having some technical difficulties this morning. As soon as you think you have everything working, certain things come up. But what we wanted to do this morning is make an announcement about something that's extremely important here at Susla for our students, those that are currently here and those who have been here before, as well as those we hope to come this fall and in future semesters. And, over the past year, with the pandemic, it's been extremely difficult for a lot of us. We've felt the pain in our economy, in our personal lives. And when there is good news to share, we want to try to do as much as possible to advise you of those things. And so at Susla, getting our students educated and prepared for the workforce is extremely important, and it's a way for us to really impact or attack the things that are happening in the environment. And so our mission here is to make sure that our students at this institution and citizens in the state receive every opportunity for prosperity, and that we as an institution try to eliminate any barriers to access to education or success while they're here. And one of the main barriers to post-secondary success and access relates to financial needs. We know based on national data that nearly 70% of community college students face some type of financial barrier. As a result, a number of them have to work full-time or part-time, but still don't have expenses or enough money just for normal living expenses, let alone the cost of their education. Additionally, we know approximately 82% of high-income families attend college in comparison to only 52% of low-income families. Now, when you think about how that translates into success in graduation, 89% of high-income families, students from high-income families, end up graduating, whereas only 59% of low-income families end up graduating, students from low-income families. And so at Susla, this is exacerbated because here, about 95% of our students qualify for some type of need-based aid. Imagine that. Only 5% don't qualify for some type of need-based aid. And for those impacted with COVID-19 virus or impacted by the COVID-19 virus, that again has been exacerbated, but there's relief. We've all heard of the CARES Act funds, and that has allowed us to remove these financial barriers. Excuse me, sorry. The CARES Act has allowed us to remove some of these financial barriers for those impacted by COVID-19, whether directly or indirectly by something that's happening in their family, and increase their access to education and training. In addition, the recent passage of the American Rescue Funds has allowed Susla to do something amazing. And I'm here to announce that Susla has invested over $3.5 million in funding to allow us to clear the way for students to return to Susla this August. These funds will impact over 2,500 students, former and current students. And so specifically, what I want to announce is that Southern University at Shreveport will eliminate the balances of every student who has attended Susla from spring 2020 to spring 2021. $3.5 million. And it will go to effect to impact those students who have been directly impacted by COVID-19. And so what that means, if you've been in school and you had a balance during that period of time, Your balance is now 0. Now, if you're a current student, prospective student, and you're looking to come back to school, we have something for you. We have invested a lot in some short-term programs that will focus on high demand, high paying jobs, but we also have some longer-term new programs that will get you back to work and prepared for this new economy, post-pandemic economy. And so if you want to come back to Susla, get your education, classes start August 30th, but if you apply and you register by August 6th, then we will be investing nearly $1,000 per student in financial support for you to be able to help you come back to school. Now that's above and beyond any financial aid that you may get from federal or state sources. This is the institution investing in you, investing in your careers. So that will come in the form of computers, credits to your accounts, and a number of other resources that we want to use to invest in your success here at Susla. So spread the word. And I encourage everyone here today, everyone listening out there in the greater community of Northwest Louisiana, East Texas, South Arkansas, to come be Southern, come get your education, get your lives back on track, and help us to help you succeed. And so now I'd like to say visit www.susla.edu. This is our commercial, come be Southern. Susla.edu. Thank you. Now, if there are any questions at this time, I'd like Dr. Melville Williams, Student Affairs Vice Chancellor, Dr. Alan Jackson, to join me to take any questions that may come. And Dr. Antonio Spagis.
I'd just like for you to repeat once again about the students and taking care of that debt. You can repeat that one more time?
Repeat that one more time.
So everybody understands.
So for students who attended Susla between spring 2020 and spring 2021, your student account debts will be eliminated. So if you had a balance on your student account, it is now 0. And so again, this will impact over 2,500 students. But again, this clears the way for you to come here this fall or to encourage others to come here this fall. A lot of students feel like they've had balances, they have financial barriers to come get their education. We will do our best with the resources that we've been given to help you overcome those. And we're going to invest over $1,000 in-kind and cash resources to help you do that above and beyond financial aid. So, any questions for me or my team? Well, again, spread the word. Students, faculty, staff, community people, Susla alumni. We want to get more students back here in college, educated, so that we can continue to move forward and get over this pandemic. Wear your mask, get vaccinated. Take care. All right. Thank you all for coming. Oh, we'd like to get a picture with some of the students too. Football team, SGA. We appreciate y'all coming out, and we want